Keria the Genius Monster has been a menace. In just 7 years since debuting in the LCK, Keria has carved out a legacy as one of the greatest support players to ever touch the game. His mechanics are sharp, his instincts are unreal, but the real question is this: what actually makes him so damn good? Today we're diving into a collection of absurdly high IQ plays that reveal exactly why Keria isn't just a support player. He's a genius operating on a completely different level.
Faker is the greatest player of all time, but right now, I think Keria is the best player in the world.
Keria, he's not done yet. He picks up the hook.
Yeah. Still insane.
Oh, gonna hit the hook here on the Kellen as he's just got a target on his back right now. As looks like he might survive. Another hook comes in as Keria just will not miss these today. Depth with no Featherstorm is gonna get Guma excited as he takes down the kill. Let's take a look. I got Rakan. They had a ward over the wall, so I think they saw him run into the bush, like it wasn't entirely blinds. Zion damage done.
Get this one bottom side.
Oh boy, Faker's just doing insane damage. The tidal wave into double bubble. As anything else, I could probably. Oh, here's Umpty.
From?
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Well, he's actually going into the death chamber as the bubble is huge.
I think he possibly can, as the arrow is going to sail into the mid lane. How's your riposte? Jonah strong, I love it. I love your work, as the riposte doesn't come in! The ventral maelstrom, that's not the ability. It's Maelstrom, he's gonna pick up the kill.
It didn't quite tell the same story.
Yeah, especially when you look towards Bin. He has been... Oh, hang on.
Hold that thought. Dive on the bottom side of Belly's immediately gonna get the setup. That's gonna be a kill on Naguma. Now can get the reset. Doesn't have tower aggro either, but is not going to keep the dive going. Huge in the early game from BLG to shut down this bot side combo. They're going to keep the dive. Keria, blinking how far, might just fish for the reset. Should! Oh, that's an oopsie and one you certainly cannot afford to make. Keria still standing tall, still looking for the outplay. Oh, taking as well!
Fresh buffed, Q-Max now a lot stronger.
Look at this play once again.
와볼래? 봐봐. 제리 끌었어. 제리.
He called
제리
this area
노플이야,
before
노플.
he even casted his
룰루.
hook. Yeah, it's obscene confidence.
Like, what do you do?
He is so
What do you do as bro? Like, you can't engage on the other end because engaging into a Gragas is notoriously hard.
Ignite counters Plants.
And throughout the series, we have been seeing...
Flash, handshake back, trying to burn him down, and he will drop the T1 bottom lane. Continues to dominate. Keria, that was magnificent. Are you kidding? The handshake right on missing as he flashes. Holy moly, predicted, outplayed, annihilated. This T1 bottom lane, the one that was promised, absolutely insane.
These even number scenarios and getting the huge advantage out of it. Another arrow lands into a full combo. It's just a big chunk, but it's while they're also getting the objective.
And they have the Herald as well, so they can push in these bot waves, force the RX.
Oh my God, Keria, are you kidding me? He just sets it up like it's point and clear.
Keria says hello to his old lane partner. I'm sorry, Deft. I'm not going to be able to give you the Summoner's Cup.
In shambles.
Yeah, they're just going to give it over. The TP comes in, and there's no way for Gideon to get in the pit, and they might even get some bonus kills on the backside of it. As Life, he's trying to frontline. He will have to give his life away. As you see, Guma picks up yet another one, 6-0 and 2. Keria, he's not done yet. He picks up the hook after the flash. He really just... Oh man, what an insane player. We are...
And T1 are being super oppressive. Aruna looks for his opportunity. There it is! Safeguard, kick flash, and Karas kicked into the team. However, he is able to throw down his ultimate. Good ignite there from Keria. Will end up locking down the kill, but look at the AoE from that super mega death rocket.
Huge draft gap per se, but I thought it was pretty smart. But now that they're this far behind, it's really hard for the Premier to even sideline as we watch this kick. Very, very well played. The flash forward, pushes him back in. Keria gets owner out.
Sometimes...
And this is big. You know, you would love to have an Olaf that can flash onto a low carry, right? But you just don't have that anymore. Solka's gone for a bit of a run. This is a massive engage, though, from Keria as he's trying to win the game just like that for his team. And over the wall, they run straight into Gumayusi. And I think we're going to game 3 just like that. Keria and Faker, once again, they loaded up together with the duo. And they make a gigantic engage happen.
It's the reverse curse, just as I say.
And it looks like this is going to be, with that exchange on the bottom side, T1 starting up the streak. Peter is looking for a potential hook here.
Yeah, and Ghost is just going to get closed in on that play. Was so sick from Keria. Special delivery. Here's a samurai right on top of your face.
It's both disengaging from Peter on the Drake and also assassinating the enemy Aphelios all in one lantern.
Yep.
As Keria is just going to try to zone Peter out further.
Oh, there's the hook. And Flame Chompers go down, but Keria gets a nice double flay. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Oh, I think perhaps it is. As, yeah, gives them the old thumbs up as this is...
And then here, a really nice counterpunch from specifically Owner, Taeyoon, and Undo getting a little bit overexcited, wanting to try and push their lead. And you can do that.
Loss. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many months of League gameplay, and that is Zeus sitting on 20 CS lead. 2-0, looking to go Leandri's first, picks up early Sork Pep boots as well as dive.
That the W flash pole was beautiful from Beryl. The Fate's call to get him out of dodge. The hook from Keria though, and that will be able to get the counter kill. Koshik should be able to answer it and is able to get himself out of there as well. Minion still, oh never mind, he's dead. Hey, that's going to be the double, and Keria turns it around beautifully. 2 for 2 in the end, but I think we might make it an extra one as the Whirling Death comes in. Beryl not going to be taken down by the Draven. They want to try and cash in at least.
We used to see a lot of Aftershock into Rumble specifically. But again, I want to draw attention to this hook, because if this dive goes well for KT, actually could have been really, really big. So what happens is it's Beryl tanking the aggro initially, but then because of the Fate's call, Deft actually takes aggro, and then Keria is able to get the hook, ensure that Deft ends up going down. The only downside for T1, and a bit as the Fate's call, but I don't think that alone will be enough to dissuade T1. They do still have a lot of the other team fight ultimates available.
Oh, Arrow going to connect once again as Faker just scoops in the Pyke, who's dead mid push over the wall.
Gingan has Maganar, like it's now or never for DK, but
oh no, Lucid has to Arctic Assault himself out of this. There's going to be no smite in the pit, and Kingan's Meganar is running out. You can see low health bar here onto Owner, but it's still just ticking down, and Keria is just pushing the jungler away. He's going to solo him. And now Steadfast Presence means you're not making it out of this one. Zeus going to pull the Nara around. And Showmaker, can you be the hero is the question. Looking to get over the wall, but he's not going to get there. Owner just being Poppy and avoiding death as Keria says he's the 80 carry now as he takes down aiming another solo kill. He's 7-0 and the execution is there. Gorgeous play from the top jungle here of FearX. And now Faker going to get pushed underneath the turret. There's the Shockwave flash. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough here as the Sand Soldier comes out. And that is actually a 1-for-1. Just absurd. As Owner now doesn't have flash, or at least one charge now missing. As all right, in goes Keria. He finds the backline, the Shockwave to take down Closer. And they're going to utilize Owner to try and get on top of Henna. He's going to get feared and taken out. And the damage dealers are just dead in the blink of an eye. That's how this composition is supposed to work. And T1, they give...
Okay, execute. This is your moment.
Well, Keria can be a ward. Chains of Corruption do go wide, though. There's the Paranoia and Execute. No one's there for the rest of his team. Another Pop Blossom hits absolutely everyone. And the Shockwave, Zeus just pressing all of his buttons. And this is going to be the end of this game. Closer is going to have to flash away, but the only upside is that he...
Like, you're punished for it. And we literally have all 4 bot laners starting like Doran's Blade.
Did you notice that, by the way? Keria moved away from the lane to give level 2 first, and that's going to be first blood to Keria. Speaking of which, as the, is he the 80 carry or is he the support?
Well,
I don't know anymore as Keria picks up a double kill on Kalista.
Not being able to deal with tanks at all in the previous game.
Double TP. They know Doran doesn't have TP. They just double TP to start it. This is a wild attempt, but it's going down fast.
Yeah. The control ward in the back of the pit is going to be taken down, but it does give Homolife eSports full information. Hook now going to come on through. Flame Chompers go down. They do manage to secure the Baron, but can they find the fight as they split the Red Sea? As in goes the Yone, finds absolutely no one. Double knock up from Keria is fantastic, and they're on top of 5 Viper in an instant. Double kill for Faker, and this is on top of the Baron they've already taken. Life eSports just caught napping.
I think that's when immediately Life eSports are looking for something.
Well, they are definitely looking for it now. Tunnel does come in to flash out immediately from Faker. He is not risking it. He knows exactly what you say.
But they just burn Paranoia with 10 seconds still dragging, so...
Oh, the Black Hook, and he manages to find Seka! Free delivery with the seismic show. Keria finding the angle. That may have been the game-winning play.
Keria, he's just taking this game into foundation. Okay, we're the team that always fights, always attacks. And they did that, but they got punished. As now, Sleep might be coming in, and no steal this time, but they are going to catch Faker, who does have a magical journey, and he's going to flash into it and get away. And now the three-man Sleep comes in with the bowling ball. Everybody is caught up in this one, and B&K are caught again as the double kill goes over to Owner.
It's another bait! It's another one, Valdez! Triple. And a triple kill go.
Loosen out, level 6. Keria.
Uh-oh, another one from Keria! Just sets it up so beautifully. And that is a LeBlanc with flash. He had no idea.
And another kill, and another kill, and another kill for T1. You can tell they really want to keep forcing around Guma. You know, this Fed Callista that we keep talking about, this lethality build.
Good night. Keria's timing was sick, man, and they are making fun of North America. T1 in play-ins, like, get them out of here, put them in this main stage.
Good
Far behind. Such a good commitment from Gumayushi and Keria to set up that play initially, but Shun is still hovering around. He's hunting for more.
Yeah, the information going to be there is now Faker is going to dive on top about the hook. Max range will connect, and now the ulti comes on through, but it's another rocket jump from Faker. He gets himself out, and even with everything invested, Shun's not going to be able to get there. Just not quite enough range on that W, and T1 will get out.
BLG feel confident. They think that they see the trap, that they're able to outsmart, but the burst is simply too...
for the Herald, but now that's gone. BLG held their nerve, and now it's Shun on the aggression.
Yeah, a bit of a face check there as now Gumayushi might pay the price for it. He's going to have to walk over. You can see Faker's just backing. He wants to get out of there, but he's going to cancel it as now the threaded volley comes in immediately. There's the buster shot, and now Gumayushi has to flash. Hostile takeover, not going to land onto anyone, but On is still going to be there as he dives forward. They're so incredibly low. Both of the AD carries go down, and Shun gets a double underneath the turret, but now it could be T1's time as the all-out comes in, and Zayas is going to do the same thing. Collects a couple, and now Ben tries to answer it as the rest of BLG collapse. And Keria, can he turn it around? The flash forward, he locks it up, and now Owner is there. They're going to be able to get the triple kill for the Nautilus.
It's a brawl in the top lane as T1 finds an ace.
Baron. They know this is desperation. If they lose this fight, they lose the game. There's a wave in mid lane that has not been tended to. Zayas coming over the wall. Immediate stun. 4K getting lower. Bullet time there. Beautiful Barn ultimate. Zayas now going to look to follow through the damage. Cosmic Binding is clean. Jackie Love down. Baron down. T1 get the fight to get the Baron. They're looking to take everything from top eSports in game 1. Owner does it again. He grabs the Baron, and T1 are going to chase down every single member.
T1 though, Baron, Chunk still, Mako, he's running, but 4 members, they spotted. There, the attempt to flank.
They don't have perfect information. Keria now trying to make his way out. This charm crucially coming through, hitting 4 members. T1 is taking so much time, and Owner goes in. Owner finds Jackie. Ulti going in. Cream still stepping up. 369 taken out. Keria on the side. Slowly but surely, T1 are taking the fight. Mako looks to make the difference. The Guma goes up in the air and comes right back down, dragging the hopes of TES alongside them. As again, T1 find the fight. Faker on a rampage. Faker doing it all in the moments where it matters. Keria's dancing on the corpses of TES. That was insane footwork from the Rakan. That's a clean ace. TES doing a good job of at least staying even in terms of overall gold. They're kind of forced to respond to what T1 is doing. Hook is excellent. Bob is there. Ignite 2. It's a clean combo.
He knew. The setup, again, as we said, is always available in the Galio Silas.
We're making jokes because it feels like this game is just completely out of control. Maybe TES can find the turn.
This has to be it. They have to get something here, but Owner's already walked away. Taunted coming from Faker. Nice ulti coming in from Cream. Owner set to fall.
That's one. They could get a tower as well. The minion wave on bottom side. Maybe they can just push out this wave. They're not done.
Keria going in, finds the initial stun. No, Tien able to sidestep on the Phantom Undertow. Guma. Gnar there for Zayas. Wall up there, coming in as well. Zayas getting lower. TES trying to hold on to the fights. Tien now chasing in. Jackie Low, quick to follow. Guma has the ulti, has the cleanse, has the flash. Feathers go up, comes down, walks away, knows that this is not their fight. TES striking back in this crucial game 3.
The second kill plus, they can keep pushing.
Another hook. Keria's not done. Jackie Love's out of tools. Going to the depth. Oh, it's clean! This man plays Pike. You love to see it. The ult. Not there for the execute, there for the range extension on the Phantom.
It's just a beauty to watch as we're straight into it once again. Magnus Storm going to come down. This could be a pick as Keria actually more tanky than we might have expected. He gets bailed out as well as Faker gets another one. Make it to his owner. Is in on the action still. He's going to go down. The cast just to remove Pays, and Gumayushi is on a rampage. Keen is on the floor, and T1 are looking to shut out this game.
Owner.
Oh yeah, Owner was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but still Spirit Rush has to be invested as Pays gets caught by Handshake, and now over the wall they go, but Owner might be going a little bit too far. You've got Zayas coming in though, just trying to be the hero, and speaking of heroes, Faker finds Pays, but not enough damage. Lands the first to go down in the exchange, and now Genji are scattered. Pays is dead, and Zayas says, you cannot take this belly. It's going to be Canyon that goes down next, and T1 will take down this inhibitor turret. It took a little while, but I think they're just going to move through and win game 3. Where it lies, you know?
Now Genji have a stacked wave on the top side. T1 have read the play effectively. Faker's on the rotation. Keria.
Yeah, can he charge it? He does find a knockback onto Pays. There's the crash into the wall as well. Lens just caught out and explodes. Owner's going to grab kill credit for that one, and T1 seems
here as well. On just trying to shepherd bin in towards the tower. You can actually see Knight using the TP here. Guma still no flash, no cleanse. The Grand Entrance going to get a knock-up. Knight flashes across the wall. Shielded around for the double sword, and now the Flame Spitter is doing a lot of work. Guma's going to be brought back with a bailout, but can he survive? Down to 100 HP. Knight, the battle dance run keeps him alive. Owner still chasing, and he rips through a Knight. Now Faker joins the party. A handshake from Keria is one Bin did not want to take. Bin goes down as well, and T1 have
for Knight because of the extended trade that Faker was able to get on him. Knight goes back to base, full heal, teleport out.
I mean, the important thing here is Faker didn't reset before TPing in, so he's at half HP. Does have the quickness stolen away. The Scuttle Grab will go across. On goes in with the quickness. Knockback with the Crescent Guard as well. Call of the Forge God coming down as the dart comes in. The hostile takeover just possesses BLG. It's 2 already. The hero's entrance. A swift exit back to the fountain for Knight as T1.
It's in the mid lane. Have this Folder Versailles on top side.
Owner looks for Bin. He locks him up. Bin though with a great Gnar into the wall. Owner's going to have to flash away. The lock-in invested as well. Bin holds on to his summoner. BLG beginning to collapse. The Mega Inferno Bomb coming out as well. There's the arrow. Bin sidesteps it. Zayas might have to flash the wall here. Ono on that front line. Locked up with the quickness. He dives onto Elk. Gumayushi caught up. Elk falling low though, and the flame spin is enough to burn him down in the river. And now T1 begin to turn on the afterburners. Shun has to flash across, dash across the wall with the Arctic Assault. Gumayushi can't quite get the down with the volley. Keria though! He will not let you escape, and now On has to dance away with that Grand Entrance. Keria looking for a little bit more. Gumayushi tries to use it afterwards. Owner couldn't quite get in range to engage any further. Faker's taken out the tier 2 in the top lane. Shun goes in with the Glacial Prism. On there with the follow-up. Keria though, an incredible hostile takeover. Puts On in his place. Owner tanking the tower. Glacial Prism stolen away by Faker as he dives onto the back line. Who else but Faker again? In the end he falls, but Guma is making Shun look like a pin cushion. Knight forced to flash away. Elk trying to put the damage down as well. He won't land it on Keria. The fancy feeder out in force as T1 begin to push up bot side.
Yeah, T1 are taking another tower with the 6 Void Grubs as well as the extra gold, the biggest gold lead holder on the team. So much to know.
Keria goes in and down goes On. Keria turns him off. And the question question is, will Elk stay around? Because he's still not at that level 6.
I mean, a masterful performance from Keria.
T1 strike. Wait a second. Topside. Zeus under fire.
Zeus caught out, killer instinct in by Elk. BLG collapsing. 4 members strong. The hero's entrance.
Oh, Zeus!
Faker joins the fight. Elk with the stopwatch. Faker in the middle of them all. And it seems like death may have arrived. And his name is Faker. He's here for your lives. The rest of T1 begins to collapse. Faker's going to fall as he pulls the stopwatch, manages to buy himself a second. Owner here to save his mid laner once again. And Faker still stands. He has ascended. He stands above it all.
Unbelievable once more. How does he keep doing it? I mean, with the Baron buff, 4 members dead. It's only Knight left to defend his base. His crumbling kingdom at the hands of T1. An inhibitor will fall, and T1 set their sights on the Nexus.
Knight goes in with the Spirit Rush, lands the charm as well. The first Nexus tower's fallen, and T1 are just looking for the prize. They're hungry for it. T1 are the past, the present, and the future. A new era, the same empire. T1 are your 2024 world.
Success for the Victor. In fact, the only... Okay, let's have a look at this. Just trying to clear out the wave as best he can. Is Rich. Fellow's breath going to be necessary there, but the Toon going to land. A lot of burst damage. There's the headshot, and boom. That's it. Keria's going to be able to pick it up in the end as Rich. You can see, oh, he's laughing about it, but not feeling too happy about the whole situation.
Show up. Their engages aren't necessarily as robust. They're more strong defensively.
Oh, Wei is going to find Owner here. Just puts up the door, or the shield. And Cuz is going to go in. Doran not going to overcommit to this one, or is he? Equalizer goes down. It's onto BDD and Cuz, and now Keria looks for the opportunity, gets into that back line. The Ziggs explodes. The entire bottom lane is just already dead. BDD doing a fair bit of work, but it is not enough. Cuz trying to stay alive. The flash does not work. And T1 will wipe the floor with KT.
Yeah, you know, there's very rarely when you make a color point where you're like, I don't know if they should ever really be the ones to attack when they don't know what's going on. It's very
on this Dragon. Cease and desist. He's going to connect onto Smash. Keeper's verdict just to get rid of the damage, and down goes the jungler. And that will mean Baron is available if T1 would like to take it, as now King and being discovered by Owner is exactly what Nongshim do not want. Just pick after pick here for T1, and 1 versus 5, I don't think he's going to be able to get that one. Lahan's going to get picked up by that Emperor's Divide and will be cut down where he stands as well by the onslaught of Sand Soldiers. And T1, I don't know whether they even necessarily need to take the Baron. They might just do it because they feel like it, but I think also pushing into the enemy base might be a way to win.
Yeah, well, it looks like Fisher's flash isn't going to be enough to get him out of here. And
To the Skies was both a request and the name. This could be another one, though, as Keria going to look for a Bone Skewer, connects it after the Heartbreaker. This guy is sick. Owner now looking to try and connect that Q, but the arrow is going to be what lands. Nice little stun there as in goes Owner looking for another opportunity. King and just trying to play defense. This picks him out of the air again. How does Keria keep doing this? Now looks for the engagement in the backline, sacrifices himself at Smash to find an avenue in. He's going to take down Jiu, and Fisher somehow misses everyone with that ultimate. That actually, I don't think that's on Fisher. That should have hit something.
Chovy not had the best performance, honestly. Missing a fair few off those kills. Not the typical thing we see. Hits on there, though.
Yep, going to be able to land that Q as Kane's moving up. Keria trying to defend his mid laner. Faker down extraordinarily low. Alcove gaming to come in as the flash goes forward from Kane. Goes all out, and Faker is surviving. Phenomenal knockback there from Keria, and Kane goes down. The unkillable Demon King himself. Oh dear, Canyon's woes continue here. As Tempest going to come out there, not able to cripple Keria, as Kane's going to move on over to defend his Lee Sin. He's just going to die. All right, Smite comes down as Keria could be in trouble. Canyon going to have to flash away as Keria flashes to get the kill. He should be going down for it, but Kane might be sacrificing his life. Ghost not enough, and that's a kill to Smash. Absolute disaster for Genji. I think... Oh, the cow's so scary. Gets the flash, pulverize onto Chovy, who will be eradicated before the fight even starts. It's an impale, but it's only on to 1. The curtains were called. Canyon's going to get headbutted back and snipped down. Bullet time.
Lost experience as well.
Well, he's just flashed on in and flash. There it is from Keria. Amazing engage, and they just did not respect that.
As there's the hook, bullet time going to come on through. It does so much damage, but now Keria finds the backline. It's another headbutt onto Hype as they just take out the bottom lane. T1, they're really good at setting up for Barons. That has not changed, and they are going to be able to take this purple worm off the map. I'm there, and so was comfortable to surmise. Not comfortable to watch again as that max range hook, just gorgeous. Down goes Mr. Sponge. He couldn't even flash or ult or anything.
The second Hextech Drake going over the DNF. I'm slowly starting to come around, Valdez.
Yeah, you're beginning to believe. Here we go again. They are going to find the one guy that they are looking for, that is Bulldog, and he gets feared right at the very end. As Keria going on into this one, he has a blast cone, and Kuma's going to send him in. It doesn't quite matter, though, as Berserker, the last auto from Faker, gets him down. And, well, maybe a Baron.
A slight advantage over Elk. No Blade of the Ruin King finish just yet, but T1 do not want to give this up without a fight.
Owner jumps in, immediately goes for the stun on the 9. Keria with a bomb blast him onto 3, but the backup damage isn't quite there. Owner's going to be chased away next. The Deadly Flourish doesn't hit Elk. Owner's going to take a ton of damage. The bailout from Elk is not there in time. Faker Shockwave finds 2, and T1 get a double kill for their Orianna and take the fight.
Just like that.
From Driver.
Like 5 angles.
Faker and Guma ready to go. CFO, where are they going to go? They're going to start here. Instant ulti laid down by Hongq. Doran off on the side for now, uncontested, but it's Owner who's in trouble. In the meantime, Kaiwing going in, the ball of damage coming in from Driver. It's Keria on the back line with the 3. Man, knock up, so damn patient. And CFO are getting sent packing, retreating back to their side of the rift, but it might not be enough. Junja on the way out. Driver frontlining, trying to buy space for the rest of the team as T1 take the fight. All that Baron time.
Kaiwing on the ward. On the ward!
Kaiwing wants to go extra tanky, but not tanky enough. Kaiwing lives for an extra moment. Now the fight's going to kick off. Pantheon comes down from the sky, but he's caught between Faker and Owner, and they make it look effortless. The Aegis Assault can't block an assault from both sides. And in goes Keria! CFO had all the tools, all the advantages, and in a blink of an eye, they just disappear.
T1, a single moment of weakness. Kaiwing goes down. And that they probably could have gotten away.
Junja not having flash makes it pretty easy to knock him out of the pit. You highlighted it before. A vulnerable target for the Poppy. Ultimate as Junja starts going on to Guma. Smite. The ulti completely whiffs. And T1 see that as their sign to kick the fight off. Guma Yushi's ultimate managing to land. But it's rest into the backside. Guma immediately. The exhaust coming in from Keria. It's clutch. But the rest of the fight falling apart for the side of T1. Doran has to make the difference. Doran has to burn them down. But it's Keria! He finds the angle to send them packing. Hongq still going. An ulti, knocked back into the wall. The Cassio still going. Doran trying to burn him, trying to take him out. It's Guma to follow. Going golden. An extra moment, but Hongq drops T1. Willing to trade blood for silver, giving everything they have to go to game 5. CFO still pushing. Keria ready to go. Doggo walking forward, and Keria's there. He sees the play coming. Doggo goes up, comes right back down. Feathers fold back. They can't quite finish Keria. Doggo exhausted, and down he goes. Keria still standing as Doran is there right in time. It's a TP in, but it's too damn late. Hongq wants something back, but Owner will not let him have it. T1. An incredible fight, and it's starting to feel like there's nothing left in game 5 for CFO.
Bottom lane has been removed, and Faker will just take a bit of a journey underneath the turret. Might have been a bridge a little too far as Keria looks for another cute little play. Needs a few extra links in that chain, though, if he wants to get that one. As Owner going in one more time. It's the most balanced Trundle has looked all week, as the hook this time is going to connect. It lands onto Chovy. Guma's going to grab that kill, and Keria, I mean, I don't know how it worked, but it absolutely worked. He had some of the most crazy hooks ever, but he lands them when he needs to. And the end.
Yeah, there is no fight.
Are we playing?
What's the teleport?
Are we playing for the exit? We're playing for the exit!
Okay, looking for the, they're really going way too deep for this. The Cassiopeia ult is gigantic. Down goes the Nautilus, but Doran's nearly dead. The flash from Keria catches 4. Immediately shuts down the fight, and any idea that KT had of winning it is thrown out the window, and T1 will win this game.
Huh? No, they're calling from so different ends. It's Keria!
Keria's TP, and they can't see him, they don't know! And it's just the Omega flank into the Galio onto 3. And there you go, the Impale does go out down onto Owner, so maybe they can get the Nocturne here, but the Feathers will get the job done. And Guma says, good night, see you later. Triple kill into the stolen Quadra by Faker. I don't think he's going to care about that one. He had his pentakill stolen earlier.
It's just being won on their side of the rift. Here's the flanking teleport, though, as Gumayushi could be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his shield, and he doesn't have a whole lot of hope, but he does flash. And the train is not even going to get the stun. The wind becomes lightning, misses. Is the knockup going to be there? The rest of T1 are turning up. Guma's still trying to kite this one out. He finally dies. The knockup is huge there from Delight at the same time as HLE are trying to fight off Doran on the other side of the fight, and things are going completely wrong for HLE on the top side. Delight trying to get out. The flash in front from Keria is just gorgeous, and Doran can do no wrong here in Busan.
And why Homo Life is firing skill shots into the nothingness.
Bully rulers, it's very obvious. They're like, okay, we got a target on this guy's back. And now Genji down 13,000 gold, looking for the angle. Oh man, just dropping Aurora ultimates on top of Chovy's head as the shots ring true. Owner just running at them at this point in time, gonna remove some blockers. There's the stun, and Rulers they get him first again. And yeah, T1 really just styling on them at this point, just having a lot of fun. The fans are getting a great kick out of this game, at least on the T1 side. You saw the facial expression.
Have actually been just someone. Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh no! It's just special delivery for the Trundle. He does flash away, but the paranoia is there instantly, and the shockwave will silence him. That will mean that T1 should be able to get double dragon here very comfortably. No smite's going to be there. T1 just turning back on again once more. Oh, the headbutt taxi! Flash pole to make sure that he gets both bottom laners. Still, the hands keep, never mind. It is cut. No! That is not the TP that Kingen was. Yeah. This is one of those things where don't check the minimap. As On the Hunt comes on through, and Keria is epitomizing that.
That's my turret!
They're just going to save the turret.
Get away!
Oh no. Oh god. Oh, Doran is here. Doran is here. You can't have that. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Run,
hey, they
run,
get
run,
back
run.
to their corky. They get back to their corky. That is something. Oh god, Keria, he finds the flash angle you knew he was looking for. Once again, Doran goes over the hostile takeover, and they just die.
That's where the gold was! You had to run away!
They could run away.